Welcome to Home Dad Chat, brought to you by the National At Home Dad Network. My name is Brock,
My name is Danny.
and we are here to talk about life as stay at home dads. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, I don't want much. I even love handmade crafts made of macaroni. Come on now, you should know me. Times I might eat too much. Don't worry about my weight, got the dad bod rocking on me. Sketches on my feet, cargo shorts look good on me. I'm a dad, that's what I do.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Home Dad Chat, Halloween edition. Scare you?
Yeah, you got me. You got me. I peed a little.
All
But I'm an
right.
old man. I pee a little anyway. That's what I do.
Awesome.
No, it's
Awesome. Hope
not that
everybody else
bad.
is okay. Check your kids. Okay.
Deep breath. It's fine. It's just a podcast.
Pop in a candy corn, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
They're
And
like pills.
We didn't talk about candy previously either, because candy
No,
corn is on
we'll
the
definitely
edge for some people, man.
we'll get into that. I have a feeling we're going to get into all that good stuff. So yeah, we just talked about carving pumpkins last episode, which was funny. I
Oh,
went
yeah.
back and I looked at who Brunch with Babs was, and I immediately recognized her. So that's why I had to put her on the episode graphic
On the
because I was just like, she's awesome. I've gotten so many laughs from her over the years. So
She is just incredible. Very just knows so much stuff, sees things, does things, and every time I'm like, man,
she went a little
not nearly
overboard with
good
her
enough.
tailgate idea. I felt like I saw someone post in the comments. It was like, this feels a little bit like Gilmore Girls goes to Harvard. And I was like, I kind of agree with that. When you start bringing in like actual plates and stuff, like, and you're just going to bag it all up, which I'm like, you're going to bag all that up and put it in your car and it's going to smell just awful. And then you're going to take it home and throw it in the dishwasher. I don't think so, Babs. Now I'm going to pass on that one.
In today's episode of What's That Smell?
Yeah, exactly. In today's episode of I bought it at a thrift store and then threw it away, because that's exactly what would happen in that scenario.
Yep.
But no, it is the Halloween edition, and I don't know, some families enjoy Halloween, other families don't enjoy Halloween, and some are in the middle of the road. So we'll kind of dig into all of that because I want to hit on all aspects, but I know I grew up in a house that enjoyed trick-or-treating. As I
Hmm.
got into my teenage years, I enjoyed TPing houses. I never egged a house. I felt like that was just too much violation. But a good toilet paper rolling of the house. I think that's what people call it, is like rolling the yard or something like that. But I've always known it as just TPing.
Yep. TP house.
Yeah, was the other big thing to do. And then as you kind of get older, I don't know, like you just do it for fun. There's, I don't know, a whole lot to it. You're not going out and getting candy or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, it's just a party basically. So
Hmm.
I know we've talked about
Okay.
it in the past, but I mean, like, I don't remember what is Halloween. What was Halloween like for you? Was there really any Halloween? I
Growing
don't.
up
Yeah,
or
growing
here?
up.
No, no, we never celebrated Halloween.
Okay.
Sorry. We were a Christian cult. We wouldn't do witches and demons and
Oh, that's right.
ghosts. How dare you, sir? That's dabbling with the, I don't know.
The
We
devil.
wouldn't have done Harry Potter or anything, in my opinion. So it's really not the bar that we want to keep, that we want to look at. So
Yeah, I mean, some people. I know there's some families that definitely roll down that alley for sure. So, everybody gets their own opinion, and that's the great joy of our country is you get that choice.
yep.
So, but I will say though, I had as a kid the iconic costumes, the ones with like the plastic faces that had like
Yeah.
the rubber band backing to it, and then the thin as a Kroger or other shopping bag costume on top that just kind of like went over your clothes type of deal. So I know specifically one year I was He-Man.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
There's photographic evidence somewhere of that. I don't have it on me, but I'm pretty sure it's at my parents' house.
I think if I remember correctly, my first costume for Halloween was when I was 36. or so, somewhere in
Okay,
that
so
area, some of
yeah.
that area. Yep. Fully matured, quote unquote. And yeah, yeah, I mean, I'd been working and playing at the Renaissance Festival, so I've been wearing a lot of costumes, but for Halloween, and I love Halloween. I thought it's probably I can't decide if it's my favorite holiday because I really like to cook a lot. And I really like to have big meals and serve people big meals with lots of different types of food. So Thanksgiving then just leans right into that for me. And I really love Christmas music, and I kind of love giving people gifts. So it's tough. But Thanksgiving, I mean, excuse me, Halloween started, it was the first one. I was living in an apartment, and I had a bunch of people coming over. It was the first party I'd ever had in my life, really. And I put a little negativity scene out on in the yard instead of a nativity scene. And it, had like demons in it and stuff like that. And the neighbors asked me to take it down. And I was just like, why? It's a negativity scene. It's perfect. It's
Oh my.
perfect for Halloween.
Whew.
And
Okay.
I got some dolls and I hollowed out their face and I put them in like kids' clothes stuffed and put them under the bushes next to the dumpster. It was across the street and filled their faces with cat food. And so when the kids are all walking up and the parents are walking up and they see feral cats devouring a child's face, it was just chef's kiss, thing of beauty. And the
Mm.
parents were like, "What is that?" And the kids were like, "Mom, look! No, 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 no! Don't go over there. What is that?" And that was perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to be. So yeah, that was my first
Yeah.
and one of my favorites because I just went all out.
All right. Yeah,
Haven't
I
done
don't.
that in a while.
That's definitely a level for sure for decorating.
Yep.
I will say though, you were talking about it being your favorite. I think for me, it is a favorite in the fact that now as an adult, I've turned it into a way to have a connection with the neighbors. I know that in the past we've put out a fire pit and just kind of hung out and
Hmm.
people just kind of came around and we would give out like apple cider and
Nice.
just be more of an inviting like hey you don't have to just like get your candy and walk by like you can
Hmm.
hang out type of deal and for some of the neighbors they would come and after they if they didn't have kids they just come over and just hang out if they had kids like one of them might go and the other one would stay and hang out type of deal and then sort of meet back for base camp and I
Yeah.
always that's to me that's how I envisioned sort of Halloween because that's how it was growing up for me. Like we lived in a
Nice.
subdivision, everybody kind of hung out with everybody type of deal, and it was a big neighborhood party
Hmm.
basically. And then people would come in and also walk around that weren't part of the neighborhood, which is always interesting to me. Like everybody's like, I know what neighborhood has the full size candy bars. That's where I'm
Right.
headed to, type
Yeah.
of deal.
Yeah.
And I blame those people that actually continue to do that because they're the problem. Like it's like just do fun size, man. Like you don't have to attract all the attention.
I,
But
I
yeah,
I am hoping to do something like that here, but it's been difficult getting everything together. And it seems like every year something comes up to where I was going to say one of us, but usually Marnie isn't able to be here. So I kind of am like, okay, so the three kids now, they all want to go trick or treating, or at least they want candy. They are bribable. I could say, do you want me to give you a bag of candy and we stay home? Okay, there we go because
yeah.
it's been pretty cold last couple of years, but we'd only have one parent too, and I didn't want to leave like a bowl of candy out on the front porch and be like, "You guys eat it. Take only one piece. Come
That
on."
never goes well unless you got
Yeah,
a bear trap or something there to,
right.
for anybody who
If
takes
you have
more
a
than one.
dispenser, push the button, get one candy.
There you
Okay, maybe
go.
that would work. They'd have to push the button a lot or something. But
It's one of those
realistically,
gumball machines. You got to put a quarter or penny in, man. That's what it is.
yeah, make a little money while I'm giving out Halloween candy. It's full size
Yeah.
Snickers bar for a quarter. You can't beat
So you
that.
get
Come
that
on.
one jerk that uses a rock or a baseball bat on it. It's like score,
Yep.
jackpot.
All the big bars.
Like jerk.
But yeah, so it's been kind of we haven't really done decorating like I want, and we definitely haven't had a party or an idea of a party since. So, but I'm thinking next year I'm gonna have a party. But this year I am gonna follow the lead of one of the things you said is have some warm cider, mulled cider or something like that ready for the adults and just be out by like closer to the end of the driveway, or at least halfway down the driveway. We do like a trunk or treat or something maybe, and just sit out
Yeah,
there where people can come to the house easier. And I want to create that neighborhood feel, you know.
definitely.
Got a lot of people here that are a little more quiet than me, like everybody, and that aren't as, weird as me, which again, almost everybody. So getting people, and they don't want to like be loud and say hi and be, they want to be very, I'm doing this thing, I'm doing this. No, no, I'm doing this thing. Don't bother me. I'm doing this thing. And I'm extroverting all over them, and they don't know what to do. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
create that neighborhood feel. So I want that for my kids. You know,
yeah.
I want to be the house in the neighborhood that everybody goes to,
Hmm.
or at least next door to that house or something. I mean,
I was last year, or the past 2 years, I've been the guy that everybody is looking for because I was handing out trick or trade Pokemon cards
oh
to
yeah, yeah, I
packs of
remember
cards to
that.
people. So I haven't been able to find them though because just Pokemon has gone kind of berserko lately. So I haven't been able to find that bag of cards because I think like scalpers or whatever have been
Yeah,
snagging them all up. It's like,
very
dude,
possible.
it's freaking trick or treat stuff. Like they're all expecting to hit some big massive card or something with it. It's like, shut up. Drives me nuts. But because I'm like, I can't do it again this year. It was so much
Hmm.
fun the past 2 years. I mean, I had one bag that lasted 2 years, like
Nice.
handing out cards. So
Yeah,
yeah. But
that's pretty cool.
anyway, yeah,
And you
it
were
is.
a card shark.
I was a card shark, yeah. So I did the Daddy Shark video from Orlando.
Did.
I had the costume, or I had the costume basically, and I used that for 2 years in a row.
Hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So,
That's very
but
cool.
like my kids, I'm kind of undecided on what we're gonna do for Halloween this year because just life has been so chaotic here recently. So, like, I asked Hezekiah, like, what do you want to be? And he told me he wanted to be some sort of Pokemon character. And I'm like, so you want to create a costume? And then I was told, no, actually, there's a costume on Amazon. And I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
for what, like $50? Like, give me a break. Like, okay. And then Ruby was like, I can just be a bear owl again. And she's like, I'm not even looking to get that much candy this year. She's like, I'm not like she's not a big sweet tooth girl. And so she's like, I'm not even looking to get that much candy. And I'm like, cool. Well, I'm totally fine with going to just a few houses. I mean, it's
Hmm.
better than having 12 pounds of candy enter your house.
Yeah.
I saw that nightmarish photo from one of our fellow dads recently of candy
Hey, that's
wrappers in the room.
that's not that's just a bag. That's a bag of Jolly Ranchers that got ripped apart,
I
and
know.
I think it's perfect. And I'm just going to tell them the next time I see them, I will be giving their child
Oh, you're
a
so
bag of.
bad.
Come on. Well, they need it. Come on. But it was sugar free, so it was just chemicals. Those can't hurt you, right? It's
Right,
just
yeah.
chemicals.
I
It's
mean, our
fine.
generation lives off of chemicals. I
Right.
say lived. We live off of chemicals still.
It only killed a few of us. So what are your kids dressing up as? Did they know yet? I mean, it's
So
only
Hezekiah
a
doesn't
couple of
know.
weeks at
And
most.
I
Yeah.
think, I don't know, for a 12-year-old, I think the answer of I don't know or I have this extravagant idea for a costume really just is like that's par for the course for a 12-year-old, almost
Yeah.
13-year-old.
Yeah.
I kind of in that sort of like realm of do I want to continue doing this or not type of deal. And if I am going to continue doing this, like I'm gonna go big or go home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I feel that. I feel like I was right there in that same realm about that age bracket. Ruby, on the other hand, like I said, she's gonna redo the costume from the past couple of years because why not? It still fits her. She really likes it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
the bear owl from or owl bear
Yes,
from
owlbear.
yeah, sorry, the owl bear
It's
from
okay.
Dungeons and Dragons that they brought and into reality for you to be. And I don't know that I think I've maybe seen like one other kid in the neighborhood in the past 2 years with that costume, which Ruby thought that was pretty cool. But at the same time, like she's always kind of gives everybody a little run for their money on if they actually know what she is.
Mm-hmm.
Because most be like, you're an owl. And she's like, no, I'm an owl bear. Like
Yeah.
puts the
Yeah.
calls out. They're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So like, okay, your nerddom is not quite to that level. I get it.
That's okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
We'll get you there eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. And I mean, I can
Neat.
always just kind of throw some with them together. I think at this point, like I could probably throw on a kilt and just be a Highlander from Outlander, and I'd be okay with that.
Sure. Sure. I
I'll
don't,
grab a pitchfork from I'll be
I,
I'll be a Scottish farmer.
I was going to say, I gave my Claymore away, or I'd send it down and let you borrow it. But I gave it to
Just
Kyle.
just walk around with a bottle of scotch. I'll just be a drunken Scottish man. Scottish man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to dress up this year. I've really, I just want a fat guy costume. So that's, like Fat Thor, or I was
In
doing
a
the
little coat.
Mr. Incredible before, no, Mr. Incredible before he lost weight or whatever. And this year, honestly, I think,
Wait, does that mean I get to see you in tights? Because that would be awesome.
yeah, yeah. I'll send you some pictures of me from the Ren Fest. That's where I only wore tights, and that's an adventure there. You'll
Are they
never
tight
forget that.
tights?
Yeah, yeah. They were felt
Hmm.
by a lot of people. That's a red joke. Sorry,
That's okay.
but that's cool. Well, my kids, why be normal, right? So one of them is going as a character from the anime Demon Slayer, which we all went as characters for that a couple of years ago. And Demon Slayer is actually a really interesting story because the the young, really just a boy when he starts, his sister, who of course he loves, is the only other person in the family that survives a demon attack, and she's basically becoming like a vampire. So he wants to get her cured, and he can get her cured. So he puts her in a box, just carries her around in a box on his back, and it's a thing. But it's a really an interesting story about family and love and overcoming those demons, which are literal demons in their ways. But my 12-year-old wants to be Shinobu Kocho, she's a just a I don't know, just a and she's a demon slayer. She's like a ninja demon slayer. I can't really explain what she is because I haven't watched enough of the show. But yeah, an anime character. Cool, cool. And she's really pretty. The costume is really pretty. She wears like a cloak that looks like almost like butterfly wings.
I got it pulled
And
up here. Yeah, it looks cool.
yeah, yeah. And she gets to wear a katana. So
Yes,
we
that's
went
pretty
looking
fantastic.
we went looking for the costume and at Spirit Halloween, and we went in and we couldn't find anything, of course, which is not surprising. But she did come up. She goes, "Well, I mean, I found a katana." So I'm like, "Yeah, we're not doing that. We're got a katana with the costume if you get to use a katana, because you don't give your kids toy weapons before the day of, because they will hit somebody.
I feel
So
like
if you do that,
this is a very easily like made shift. Like you could piece this together.
yep,
Like it's. I mean, I'm looking over this. I'm like, yeah, totally could do that. Actually, it was really funny. I just scrolled across it. Amazon has the full costume. It comes with the katana and everything.
ooh, with the katana, all right.
Yeah, it comes with everything, including even like the sandals and
Is
the
that one
hair.
$80? How much is
Uh,
that one?
That's a
80?
great question. Let's see. Yeah, $90. Yeah, there
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are.
Yeah, I've seen that one, I'm sure. That's the one I said, no, I don't think so. We'll see what
Yeah,
we can
that's
do.
the one she's like, but this is
This
everything.
is
It's got it
perfect. It's
all.
got everything.
It's all
And
of it.
then, and this one, okay. And so Lizzie's 11. You won't get this reference because I don't get this. Maybe you will, and it'll shock the crap out of
Is
me.
it
But
6'7"? Because I definitely ain't getting that.
no, no, no. Her name is Kasane Teto. All right. And it's Kasane Teto. But I don't know what she is. I don't think it's an anime, because the description is Teto is a Japanese UTAU, I don't know, who was originally created as a troll Vocaloid by fans. Her surname literally means heavy sound or overlapped sound. So these interpretations are widely accepted among fans. Basically, it was a troll. It was a fake character. And she got such good
Popular?
reviews, yeah, so
Yeah.
popular that they just kind of started doing more and more voice work for her, and it was all, I'm sure it's all AI voice bank there, but still. And whatever reason, Lizzie just like, no, I want to be Kasane Teto. And I'm like, okay, is that from a video game or an anime? And she goes, no, 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 none of that, none of that. And I'm like, well, come on. You
It's
gotta give me
from
some frame of reference.
it's part of the Demon Slayer thing, right? Like, I mean, that's what I've got pulled up here.
I don't think so.
I mean, I put it in here and it comes up as
Let's
her as a
look.
character in there.
No, marketing, media appearances, figurines, literature, video games.
Hmm. I don't know. I see it in here though. Like she's like a like a girl with red hair. Is that?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
That's what I got.
a
That's what I
single.
got pulled up here. So that's an interesting costume too. It's definitely unique. I think
Yeah,
it just kind
are you looking at it? And she's wearing like the really entirely too short skirt
of, uh-huh.
with the belt,
Uh-huh.
right? Where does that belt attach?
Yeah. That's a great
Under the
question.
skirt somewhere.
Oh,
And
yikes.
what Lizzie told me is she goes, "No, Dad, she's wearing a skirt, so she's obviously got shorts on underneath it." Because we've, really from kindergarten, first grade, we always told our girls, if you're going to wear a skirt, you have to wear shorts underneath it. And that's what the school said too. Little dance shorts or something, but nothing,
Yeah, this is anime.
nothing to it.
I'm not putting
So
anything past what I would consider what's going on in that sector, to be honest.
I'm sure
Yeah.
she is a pure and delightful person and
Sure
nothing
she
weird is
is.
going on at all.
Absolutely
Nothing weird.
not. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, well, okay. So very it seems like complex costumes for
Yeah.
those two. Okay.
Yeah. And no one, and I asked them both, I said, do you want to be something people are going to recognize? And both of them were like, no, I don't care. This is
Mm-hmm.
who I want to be. And I have to say, I love that. I love that both of them are just, no, this is what I want to wear. This is the costume that I want to dress up as. And they're willing to have people go, who the heck are you? Because they will, you know.
I think as an old
Um,
man on the porch, I'd be like, those are really cool punk rock costumes. I
sure.
mean, that's about as close as I think I would get to without knowing anything
Well,
about.
I mean, it could definitely be punk. Punk is anything you enjoy that people in authority don't want you doing.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
sounds like a Sex Pistols
wearing a
definition.
short skirt, how dare you? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
This is punk.
that fits. That fits. Okay.
So yeah.
And so
And
so
I
that's
don't know
two, and
that I'm gonna
then
dress up. And
yeah,
yeah, I mean, James is 16. So
yeah, he's in that
I
realm
don't
too.
know. Yeah, I don't know what he wants. He hasn't told me he wants to do anything. And I'm like, do you want to go get candy? Do you want to trick or treat? Do you want to stay here? What do you? And he's like, I don't care, Dad. Whatever you want to do.
He's
So
just gonna he's the one that shows up at the doorstep and everybody else like trick or treat and he's like trick or treat and they're like, "What are you?" I'm like, "I'm a kid here."
yeah, I'm a teenager. Okay. Or a house cat. You choose. They're the
Yeah.
same. They're exactly the same. But
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost of the kid you bullied in in high school.
nice.
That would be actually a really cool one. I don't know anybody that's actually done that, but that right there would be an excellent thing. Like I am the ghost of your bullied person past type of deal. That might send some fun trauma up some people.
It's Halloween. Time to get
I'm
weird.
done handing out candy. I
I
need to
was
go
thinking about
repent.
walking around behind the kids with a wagon and like pulling, like the cider with me or something like that, and just having adult stuff, we could give out or whatever, because people will stop and talk in the middle of the street because it's going to be cold and all that. And I thought, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to be a zombie. I'm just going to be a zombie shackled to a wagon, and that's
It,
just perfect. Just
you
very
have a
Walking
wheelbarrow.
Dead,
You have a
you know.
wheelbarrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just take some like, kind of torn up flannel clothes and whatnot and put that on, maybe like a little like fabric cap or whatever, and take the wheelbarrow out there and just walk behind them going, "Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead."
See if anybody shows up.
See if
Nice.
any yeah,
Nice.
see if anybody reacts to that.
I'm not dead yet. Clang.
Clang yaw now. Oh, good movie. Yeah. But yeah, so definitely costumes are always interesting to see. I
Just
find it
weird.
interesting. So, okay, what do you typically expect a kid to carry when collecting candy?
A bag or a bucket.
Okay. How
Is
about
that,
a pillowcase?
I've seen it.
It's pretty much the like norm in my neighborhood.
Is it?
Oh yeah. The majority of the kids in my neighborhood are rolling in a pillowcase.
Sure.
Or
That's a great idea, actually. That's not a bad idea.
the other one that I've seen, and this one's actually really cool too. They'll take a book bag and they'll turn it around so it's in front of them.
Hmm.
And they're just like stuffing it in like a turtle who flipped his shell around the other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. This is where the
So
candy goes.
exactly. So I've seen both of those. The book bag one is probably one of the more intriguing ones to me because you can put a lot of candy in a book bag.
You really can. Yeah. Yeah. And
So yeah.
the interesting thing too is that people are mapping out, like you said, they know the neighborhoods that have
Oh
the
yeah.
full size candy bars, but people have a map of when they're going to leave one neighborhood, and they've put it on Facebook, and it's been in our email from the school system that this is the route we're going to take. If you're going, this is when you're going, and that way they're gonna like, we're not going to reach this neighborhood until 6. So if you're out at this neighborhood and you live in the second neighborhood, make sure you're home by 6 to give out candy or just leave your bowls out and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's cool. Yeah. Okay.
this is a really
I
well
like that.
maintained thing. They didn't do it
Yeah.
before that, at least that I got notice of, but I really
Hmm.
like that they're doing it this year.
It's a good use
I'll
of
get
good
all
use
the
of
candy.
technology there to definitely be able to say, hey, like if you want to get out and then get back, like this is how you can do it. So
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. We don't have that. It's like when the clock strikes whatever time it is, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon when they do it till like 8 o'clock, I think usually is how late it
Mm-hmm.
goes. Like it's just all of a sudden you just see cars and kids getting out, like just
Yeah.
piling out of them and taking off in all directions. I will say one of the cool things that happens in the neighborhood here is we've got the fire department will come around and usually gives out full size candies of some
Very cool.
sort to everybody.
Very
And
cool.
it's pretty neat, like that they're driving, the neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
and doing that. So that's kind of a fun little niche thing for our neighborhood. So yeah,
Nice.
like it. Candy, though, we were talking about candy at the beginning a little bit with the candy corn stuff, which I find people give candy corn a real bad rap, which is also kind of such an interesting thing to like. I know my kids like it actually. We can't
Mm-hmm.
go into a store without them buying a bag. Like, we want a bag of candy corn. I'm like, all right, fine. Because from what I've heard, the coating on the outside of candy corn is quite the interesting concoction.
Microplastics. Is it all
Well, I've heard
microplastics? I don't
well,
know.
I heard it had something to do with bug goo or something along those lines. I'm not sure
Hmm.
exactly. Which I mean, the amount of things that actually
I'm gonna
bugs and
give it a goog.
yeah, you have to Google that one. But candy corn's definitely one of those that some people hate it, some people love it type of deal.
Yeah, I like it. I have
Yeah.
always enjoyed it. I don't love it anymore, I think, but that's kind of the same ways. I don't really love Fruit Loops anymore. It's just it's too sweet, and
Yeah.
I've reached a point where I can't handle all that sugar. But yeah, I've always enjoyed them,
I'm a
and
big Reese's cup guy.
yeah,
Hezekiah hates peanut butter. And so anytime he gets Reese cups, like he'll actually like accept them just so that he can give them to me. Like
nice. That's
and
good. That's
so
very sweet,
I get a fair share of those for Halloween, which is always nice.
my friend.
Yeah, what'd you find out?
Candy corns. The the coating is a confectioner's glaze, a secretion from the lac bug.
Yep.
Gives the candy its shiny outer shell. And I'm like, what is a lac? And it's LAC, if anybody wants to look it up to, a lac bug. And I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's a lac bug?
it's, I've never seen one and,
Is it like a larva?
order Hemiptera. So
Okay. Yep.
some kind of scale insects. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it at all. I mean, evidently it was never a household pest, or I'd probably know a little bit more about it.
Here's a
Um,
YouTube. I just put in lac bug and it pulled up a YouTube video that says why melted bugs coat your favorite candy.
yummy. I think it looks like a little pill bug
It
or a
does.
roly poly, as you call them.
Yeah. And they just basically squash
Interesting.
it and grind it and boom, there you go.
It's fine. Keep eating it. You won't notice it. Everything you eat's got a few bugs in it anyway. Come on.
I
There's
mean,
every product in America has an acceptable percentage of bug bits,
you haven't eaten a bug in your entire life or what are you doing? Like
right?
you haven't gone on a good bike ride if you haven't, you know.
Uh, every person before before they pass away will have had 25 spiders get in their mouth. I mean, that's a very common statistic. So if you haven't been doing it,
Oh,
they're
you
going to
just
come
made a
all at
bunch of
once.
people just
They're
basically
all at
just all
once,
just
just show up,
ugh.
and 25 of them right before you die.
Yikes.
Happy Halloween.
Danny's got all the creepy Halloween things here. Yeah, exactly. Gonna pass on that one, thanks. But
Yeah,
but candy
good
wise though,
stuff.
what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite that you enjoy?
It's this is going to be weird, but of course. So the really big candy canes, they're not actually cane shaped, but they're just like a rod or whatever. But they're usually more along Christmas time, but they're almost like a almost powdery when you eat them, and it's just a candy cane. It's just a big candy cane, and I don't know
Hmm.
why, but the texture of it and the feel of it as it crushes, I
Okay.
love it. The not for the flavor as much.
Yeah.
I don't eat as much candy. Well, I don't eat very much candy at all anymore. And it's all sugar free if I do. So it's a different world. But I've always been a big fan of Snickers.
Oh
And
yeah. Okay.
it's just a it's just a good candy bar. And then for whatever reason, I just get like I want to have a Hershey's chocolate bar. Just plain chocolate, nothing in it, nothing about it, milk chocolate, right out of the package. Let's go.
Okay.
And yeah, it's very boring, but again, I think for me, it's more the texture. It's the feeling of the milk chocolate, how it kind of coats your tongue and coats your mouth and throat. And I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
I like dots. That's
Yeah,
probably one of my top favorite ones.
yeah,
Like one, it just takes me back to my childhood and
mm-hmm,
it's just a good solid thing. Like the green ones are always a little bit weird. They've got a very chemical taste to them more than the others, but definitely like dots. That's a big one for
mm-hmm,
me. Don't mind Whoppers. Those are pretty good too.
mm-hmm.
I'm a
Yeah, yeah,
classic. I guess I would have to say I'm a classic candy guy. I think
yeah,
so.
yeah. That makes sense. I have trauma
Those
about
nougat
Whoppers, so
the
I
the
won't. Uh huh.
nougat peanut butter like that come in the like orange and black waxed wrappers.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Those are
Are those
dude,
your
you
favorite?
find I that's definitely a top three for sure.
All right.
And they're so you don't find them very much anymore. Like you got
Mm-hmm.
to go to like an actual candy like
Yeah,
shop
confectionery.
to find those. But man, those are good.
Well, I will say I've really been enjoying Starburst jelly beans, um,
Okay. Yeah.
just
Those are
because
good.
of it's a very specific, very intense flavor, different than we get from
Yes.
other jelly beans, and that because it was Skittles originally, and again because I'm weird like that, I would separate them into flavors and I would eat them by flavor and by number and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And I kind of do the same thing with Starburst jelly beans, but the flavors are better, and it took me until I've been eating those probably 4 years, 5 years since my brother showed them to me back in Georgia. So, and I was eating the yellows and the greens together because it's lemon lime. No, it's not. It's green apple.
Yeah.
It's not lime. It is lemon, but it is not. It is not lime. And I'm like, I don't know. It tastes pretty good. And they're like, I don't like green apple. I'm like, I do, but this isn't green apple.
But
Yes,
in
it
my
is.
head,
Look on
it's
the bag.
lime.
I'm like, right in my head, I had it. Now you messed it up.
Jeez. Well,
So,
my parents gave Ruby a bag of the Skittles Fuego, which
huh?
it is
Never
basically
heard of that.
a
I mean,
Skittle that it doesn't have the candy coating on the outside, so
okay.
it's got a little more of the chewiness, and then it's just covered in like tahine on like a level of like four.
Wow.
And so it's
Is
like
it
they're trying to do this like sweet and spicy, and it's like sweet and yuck. Like it just, oh, like I was excited for it. I was like, oh, maybe this will be really good, like kind of a
did
sweet and savory type of thing.
uh-huh.
It did not turn out that
Did it
way.
taste like paprika and ocean water by chance? That's what it sounds like. You said tahine and then I'm like, a little spicy and I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't like tahine much. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. It just I ate like three of them because I was like, I want to give some of these flavors a chance and see what happens. And they
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
all pretty much the same, just did not work at
Yeah.
all. I mean, lit my tongue on fire, but not like in an awful
Not
way,
in a
but it was
good way.
hot, but
Yeah.
just not in a pleasant way. And
Hmm.
then the flavor of the Skittle just was destroyed based upon like it sitting with all that spice on it. So not a fun one. I
No.
no, I can be adventurous, but that adventure can be real quick.
Yeah. It can be done. We're over now.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
too much
exactly.
tahini.
Too much tahini, way too much tahini. But yeah, so that was
Least favorite. That's good. Do you like black licorice?
I don't mind black licorice. I've had my fair share of black licorice, so black licorice is okay. I
I
like
think you
absinthe. I
will.
mean, so
Yeah,
black
absinthe
licorice.
is pretty good. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
you'll ever find people generally that are under 35 that like black licorice. It's a thing. I think we
I only
grew up
like
with
it.
it. We had it like
Yeah.
beech nut gum. Do you remember beech nut gum? It was licorice flavored. It was like a
I
blue
do. It was the
package.
blue package. I remember it, but I never chewed it. I knew of it though.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I don't like black licorice as much now, but I'll still eat it. I mean, I'm not going to say no. And I always get as much as I want because it seems like nobody else wants
Mm.
it.
See, I
I'll
grew
take
up
that.
on black licorice jelly beans because that
Oh
was my
yeah.
grandfather's go-to, and there was always a bag beside his recliner,
Hmm.
and he would give you a handful of them when you sat down beside him.
Yeah,
That
like you
was
do.
that was pretty much how that was basically the only time I consumed it.
Hmm.
And so like I haven't had any black licorice like that since he passed away. So, but yeah, that would be for me. But then like the like absinthe
Hmm.
was interesting for the first time when I tried it because I was like, "Oh, this is that same flavor. That's interesting." And then
Hmm.
I went to a place where they had red absinthe and it was rhubarb and it was actually really good. Like it had yeah. I might
If
bring
you
some
say
of that
so.
to Chicago to try for you to try.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. But yeah, so Halloween, I the only thing I don't do because I'm not a huge fan of it is haunted houses. I don't do all that. Like I don't mind like a scary movie. Those are fun, especially like the actual like like there's Scream, but then there's like the comedy scary movie which are freaking hysterical. Good God, such good writing. Like it's hilarious. I love the comedy in those. So
Hmm.
but watching a good scary movie at Halloween time, or if you want to get into more family friendly stuff, things like Hocus Pocus, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Gremlins, Goonies is apparently part of that Halloween thing,
Yeah.
even but it's not really Halloween. But
Corn maze.
corn mazes are
You own a
fun.
corn
Yeah.
maze? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a corn maze is good. Actually, in an adult version in southern Indiana, there's the 450 brewery does a beer fest in a corn maze. So not only are you drinking and getting drunk, you're also trying to figure out your way through a corn maze to get to your
Okay.
next beer. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, very,
Start out
very
a little drunk,
interesting.
see how many beers you get. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, find yourself just passed out in the corn rows somewhere,
Well,
being licked by some random farm dog.
my thought is to get up, gather up all the little preteens that we have and go to a corn maze and just
Yep,
let them loose and, let them
there you
see,
go.
find their way through it and what have you. I think it'll be a great core memory later, but
Yeah.
I am not into jump scares. Jump scares make me mad
I'm gonna
in a
punch somebody.
in an unreasonable way, and I don't want to be mad first, and I definitely don't want to, but like my kids would do it because that's what you kind of scare each other, and I
Sure.
never really did it to them, but yeah, they'll walk in. And so what they do now is they walk into the room and they know I can hear them and see them and everything. And they'll go jump scare, just like that's all. They know, like stop.
I
Okay,
will
that's
say
what you
the
get.
coolest the coolest haunted house that I've ever been in was actually a church that the Boy Scouts used. It was like kind of an abandoned church, but it was like kept in good standing and the Boy Scouts used it. And it had a bit of scary things to it, but it wasn't anything like extreme. But what was cool was it was like a fun house as well.
Hmm.
So like there was one where you got into a coffin and like the floor dropped out below you and you like slid down into like a pile of pillows or
Wow, wow.
you got into a thing and they turned it and you ended up in another room, but there were like slides and mirrors and things like that. And then at the very end, the last thing you did, there was like this massive like black enclosed tube slide that you
Yeah.
got in, and just it was a straight shot. Like there were no turns. It was just and you got shot out of the church out the back of it. It was super cool. And I'm like, man, I wish more places did something like that. Because that to
Hmm.
me, that's fun. Like that's,
Yeah.
you get a little bit of boo, but nothing crazy, and you get all the other fun stuff to
Yeah.
it as well. So,
I, it makes me think of City Museum in St. Louis,
yes.
and when you said that, like with the slides and everything, I'm like, man, I wonder what their Halloween is like,
Oh
because
my God.
it's either breaking all records and as fun and exciting, or it's just like, it's the same thing, and you still
Or
have
they
fun
don't do
doing it.
anything with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
just
don't
wear
do anything.
costumes maybe, and like, but that's it, because it's already got all those really cool things about it.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. We did a haunted house. I didn't say we didn't. I had a part of it, but someone in town did a haunted house back in Georgia, and they did it every year. And the dad was the MC. He's out there looking like basically like a almost like a zombie, gray face and all that, and he'd just be chatting them up, and getting everybody in. Let them go through this little haunted house that he made. And Fabian and I were the mad scientist and his unfortunate patient, and he was sitting there, sitting in the bench, but like with an opening where his stomach would be, with guts coming out, that kind of thing. And I had
Yep.
a drill that I was drilling in the air, and then I drill on the table, like, and the kids would come by and they were like, and the adults were trying to be cool about it, and I'm like, it's okay to be weirded out by it. This is weird. You should be weirded out. Don't be like, no, man, you don't bother me. No, this scares you a little. It's okay. Be strong. You can handle it. But something like that, I'm like, I would love to have that. I would love to be that, because I love to entertain people. I love to
Hmm.
MC, I love to talk, obviously. So that's why I'm here. But just to have that type of environment, I keep hoping somebody else will do it. I'm going to try to get some pictures of the local decorations that we've got, that
Ooh,
people
yeah.
have spent $10,000 easy. I mean,
There's some big
it's
ones. Yeah,
just like,
imagine.
what are we doing? And that's what I want. I want the Halloween tour. I don't want the Christmas tour. I want the Halloween tour. I want to say, where's the really cool decorations? I want to go see them. So,
There's
but
quite a
yeah.
few of those around here, so definitely there's some interesting ones. Yeah, I was going to say the other thing that we had in my neighborhood that I grew up in was there was one house that they had a coffin. You had to walk in like the front portion of the house, like in the living room, and basically they had a dummy in there for like the first night, because it was more than one night of trick or treating back in the
Hmm.
when we were kids. So like the first night, first couple of nights, like there was a dummy in there, no big deal. The third night, it was always the dad who
Yes.
got dressed up, and
Yes.
anytime you came in, like he would be like, "Have some candy," and like basically push a bowl towards you, and I mean you
Yeah.
basically jump into their kitchen almost, like freak you out so bad.
Yeah.
Or the neighbor that was like a couple doors down from them, they had a scarecrow sitting in a chair with a bucket in his lap, and you could go in and get it. And then it came to be like on the third night that sometimes like the dad was sitting there and that, and he would grab your hand as you like grab some candy. And just kids were running, screaming from the houses and stuff like that. So it was always a big scare night on that third night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But no, to everybody that's going out and doing stuff for Halloween, and those that aren't, hopefully you have a good, fun, safe time while you're out there. Definitely be
Please do.
mindful of cars and all that. Try to stay on the sidewalks. Try not to get too scared, and
Put lights
uh,
on your kids.
lights on your
Come
kids.
on.
Yep, definitely that, and just have a good time with it. Enjoy it. It's a
Yep.
memory. The fact that I can think back as far as I can and remember some of the different things there's a testament to that, as far as
Hmm.
that was a core thing. But yeah, man, I hopefully everybody has a good Halloween, and we're getting into the point where we're getting into the other fun holidays of the year
Hmm.
with lots of good foods as well. So we'll definitely be talking about those as time goes on. And until next time, happy Halloween, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a dad, that's what I do.